I'm going to do a quick testing comparison of these two microphones right here, the Samson Q2U and the Blue Yeti. Both of these mics have a reputation for recording pretty high quality audio at a relatively low price point. So I want to try them out and see just what they sound like and how different they sound, and if one of them is better than the other, and you can hear the audio samples as well. Now, just to give you a little bit of background information, the Q2U goes for about $70 and it comes with this foam cover that it has over it, and the Blue Yeti, I'm recording right here with the Blue Yeti Nano, which when recording in the cardioid setting utilizes the same internal componentry as the traditional Blue Yeti. It just is smaller in size and lacks some of the features to record in other directions. But in the cardioid setting, as I'm going to be testing it here, and as you would commonly record a podcast with, it is the same as the traditional Blue Yeti. This one goes for $80. I picked up this Blue Yeti Nano recently for $80. It does not come with a foam cover over the top. So while I am testing the Q2U with the foam cover, I'm doing that because it comes with that. The Blue Yeti Nano does not come with that. Now, there is a big difference between these two microphones besides from the way they look, and that is the Blue Yeti microphone is what's called a condenser microphone, so you would expect this one to get my voice a little bit deeper and sound a little bit deeper and richer, but at the same time, it's going to sound roomier, so it's going to pick up more echo, going to pick up more noise in the background, if there is any. The Q2U is a dynamic microphone. So this is going to pick up my voice directly. It should do better at filtering out background noise. Now, I don't have any background noise in this room, but it does have a bit of an echo and certainly a bit of a roomy sound in here. I've got 12-foot high ceilings and a lot of wall space. I do have some foam in front of me, but while that minimizes the echo, it doesn't really totally eliminate it. So yeah, that's just a little bit about my recording environment here and what to expect between these two microphones. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is placement, because that's incredibly important. Both of these microphones come with a little stand, but you'll notice here I don't have the stands attached to them. And well, that is because I feel like the stands, and I don't feel like, but it is, I guess, fact, we could say. Basically, what I'm saying here is the stands don't get the microphone into a good placement for recording. The microphones would be, way down low, not in line with my mouth, etc. So for this test, I'm testing it on a gooseneck system, which I'll show you here in a second. I guess I'll just show you guys that now. So I've got this little gooseneck desktop mount, which you can see, and that is what I use for recording. I'm knocking things off my desk as I do this. And yeah, I like using that gooseneck desktop stand. That's a mouthful to say, but I like using that because you can get the microphone placed to where it is minimally in the shot. Sometimes if I'm doing like a vlog or talking head style video, I can tilt my camera up, I can move the mic down on the gooseneck, and the mic is basically out of the shot at that point. So I like that. For this test though, let's talk about placement for this test. That's really important. I'm going to be doing it with the microphone about 5 to 6 inches in front of my mouth. And I'm also going to adjust the gain on it on each microphone. I'll do no other editing to the audio, and I am not an audio editor by any stretch of the imagination. I'm basically just a plug and play dude, not really too high tech when it comes to all the audio stuff. I just like stuff that I plug, play, and gets decent recording audio. So when I do that, for doing that for the test, I'm only going to adjust the gain. So here you can see my Camtasia recorder settings. That's what I'm going to be using for this, and you can see this little adjustment right here where I can adjust the gain. So before I record with each microphone, I'm going to do a little test to get the gain to peak at -6 to -12 decibels when I say the following sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So I think when I moved the microphone, I moved it a little bit closer to me. Move it back about an inch. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Yeah, anyways, so I'm going to be doing that test or doing that setting before I test these two microphones. Now, right now I'm recording on the Rode NT-USB Mini. This microphone that I'm recording on goes for about $100, and I guess since I'm doing the intro on it, I might as well include the audio samples from this microphone in the test so you can hear them as well, because I really like my NT-USB Mini. Enough with the chit chat and stuff. Let me do some test recording here. I'm going to do the quick brown fox sentence and then also a plosive test on these two microphones and let you hear them for yourself, and then we'll come back and listen to them. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is the Blue Yeti. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is the Samson Q2U. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is the Rode NT-USB. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is a Plosive Test with the Blue Yeti. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is a Plosive Test with the Samson Q2U. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is a Plosive Test with the Rode NT-USB. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. This is an extended test with the Blue Yeti. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. This is an extended test with the Samson Q2U. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. This is an extended test with the Rode NT-USB. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Alright, so I listened to the audio samples, and the one thing that really stood out to me was the plosives. The Blue Yeti really butchered and struggled with the plosives, and well, the Q2U didn't exactly excel there either. So what I'm going to do is change up the placement a little bit. I'm just going to move the microphones down, so that way they're not in line with my direct projection. And I've moved the Q2U down. You know, when I was recording the audio samples, it was straight in line with my projection. Now it's going to be a couple inches below it. So I'm going to go through and do the extended test with the microphone in that placement, just a little bit lower from where it was before. Let's hear the difference, see if it improves the audio at all, particularly with the plosives. Here we go. This is an extended test with the Blue Yeti. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. This is an extended test with the Samson Q2U. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. This is an extended test with the Rode NT-USB. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Okay, so you've heard the audio samples from these microphones. Which one do you think sounds better, Blue Yeti or the Samson Q2U? Let me know in the comments below. Certainly lowering the position of the microphone did improve the audio quality, particularly with the plosives, and it really helped the Blue Yeti. But to me, there's a clear choice, and that was the Samson Q2U. Just sounded much better across the board than the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti did have a nice deep sound, but it really kind of butchered the plosives. And I just feel like it was more finicky with the placement, more finicky with your lip and breathing sounds than the Q2U. So, you know, I would say the Q2U certainly sounds better, does better with the plosives, and it's less finicky. You don't have to fiddle with it as much to get good sounding audio out of it. Maybe with a foam cover over the top, the Blue Yeti would improve. Actually, I know it would improve. Maybe with a pop filter it would improve. But again, the Blue Yeti does not come with those things ordinarily on the base package, whereas the Q2U does. It comes with that. Well, it comes with the foam cover. It does not come with a pop filter. So yeah, that's what I think about the Q2U and the Blue Yeti. Definitely the Q2U is my choice there. Then we did have the Rode NT-USB in the test as well. I have to say the NT-USB I think did a little bit better with the plosives, but the Q2U really picked up my voice more clear and more crisp than the NT-USB. That said, it's real close toss-up between the two of them. You know, what do you want, the clarity in your voice or the plosive protection? You know, I really don't know. So I guess when you can't decide between those two things, consider the price points. We got $100 here, and the Q2U is at $70. So in that case, I guess I would just roll with the Q2U. So yeah, if you want to start a podcast or get better audio quality on your Zoom or whatever you want a microphone for, well, you've heard the audio quality there between the Q2U and the Blue Yeti. I would certainly recommend the Q2U.